Uruguay 1828, Independence Between Empires. This is Freedom Files, the untold story of how nations broke their chains. A small land caught between powers. In the early 1800s, the land we now call Uruguay was known as the Banda Oriental. It was small, strategic, and constantly fought over. To the west stood Argentina. To the north stood Brazil. Across the ocean stood Spain and Portugal. Everyone wanted control of this narrow strip of land along the Rio de la Plata. For the people who lived there, gauchos, indigenous communities, farmers and traders, independence seemed almost impossible. They were a nation without a nation, from Spanish rule to Portuguese invasion. Originally, the Banda Oriental was part of the Spanish Empire, but as Spain weakened, a new threat arrived. In 1816, Portuguese forces from Brazil invaded the region. By 1821, the land was officially annexed into the Empire of Brazil and renamed Cisplatine Province. Uruguayans had traded one master for another, but resistance was already growing. The man who refused to bow, Artigas before Brazil's takeover, a powerful local leader had already risen. José Gervasio Artigas, a soldier. A gaucho, a defender of the rural poor, Artigas believed in federalism, local self-rule, land rights, independence from all empires. He fought both Spain and Portugal and briefly aligned with Argentina's revolution. But powerful neighbors feared his influence. Artigas was defeated and forced into exile in Paraguay, where he would live out his days quietly. Yet his ideas lived on. He would later be remembered as the father of Uruguay, the 33 Orientals, 1825. In 1825, a small group of exiles returned from Argentina. They were just 33 men, led by Juan Antonio Lavalleja. They crossed the river at night and landed on Uruguayan soil. They raised a simple flag and declared their intent to liberate the land. History remembers them as the 33 Orientals. Their landing sparked a new uprising. Brazilian forces were challenged. Local support surged. The fight for independence reignited. War between giants. The rebellion triggered a larger conflict, the Cisplatine War 1825-1828, between Brazil and Argentina. Battles raged across the region. Neither side could claim full victory, and slowly the world realized something important. Uruguay could not belong to either empire. It had to stand alone. Independence achieved. 1828. In 1828, Britain stepped in as a mediator to prevent endless war in the region. The result was the Treaty of Montevideo. Uruguay was recognized as an independent nation, not a colony. Not a province, not a pawn. A buffer state, free to determine its own future. After decades of conflict, Uruguay finally emerged as a sovereign country, a nation born from balance. Uruguay's independence was not won by overwhelming armies or imperial ambition. It was won by persistence, identity, refusal to disappear. In a world of giants, Uruguay survived by standing its ground. Moral of the story: not all freedom struggles are loud. Some are quiet battles for survival. Uruguay teaches us, even the smallest nations can protect their identity when they refuse to be erased.